and I put the other one you saw on the Rumble page because we're phasing out YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I will be going live on YouTube every time I can. Oh, is the game in San Diego? Look at this. I might have to make it members only because Chad Zumock's in here. 31 people are watching. Pathetic. You know what's pathetic? You know what's not pathetic? I'm here. I'm my own man. I'm living in New York. I'm doing stand-up. You know, it is pathetic, literally glomming off people more successfully at you at being garbage. You should take pride in that. Every time I watch you on Kevin Brennan's show and I'm stuck in your head, Chad, and you know, like go where you want it. 34 people, Chad. By the way, I'm also on Rumble and there's 6 people in there. But to come here and be my own man, it's something, Chad. It's really something. To do this as a side hustle when you're out doing stand-up, when you're not sucking at the coattails. I mean, I would make it. Thank God I didn't make this members only just so I'm going to leave this up a while because this would bother Chad. I relish in this, Chad. I relish in this. Let me explain what we're doing here, Chad. Gratitude. Gratitude. You know what I'm grateful for? Grateful that I never got a DUI that ended a shitty radio career that I was delusional I thought I was good at. I'm grateful that fucking one time you were so desperate for Kevin's love and affection, you sent me a link. If you don't get what a joke Chad's become, a couple of months ago, I'm outside jumping rope as I do because I'm not a fat fuck. I'm outside jumping rope and I get a link from Chad. He sent me the link to be on Kevin's show and I sent it out. And Chad said this. If you don't know how you've lost yourself, Chad said this with a straight face. Wow, Geno really blew it with that move. I'm sitting here with 40 people that want to hang out with me watching football. The girl just ordered us delivery food so we can get Chad. I mean, fat. You know what I mean? And there's not a time I look at anyone's numbers and shows in the Dabbleverse, let alone numbers. I do look at the clips of whatchamacallit, My Lost Interest and Stallion guy, because it blows me away how people are just absorbed by your I don't even know what to call it. It's just nothingness. Like Kevin deserves all the money he's making. God bless him. Because Kevin hasn't changed a bit. Kevin was great at stand-up. This is over your pay grade, Chad. Kevin was really great at stand-up. Kevin was on Saturday Night Live. Kevin is the funniest man in his family, and fucking some hack named Neil gets more than him. So he's rightfully angry. Chad, you were spoon-fed shit and you kept fucking it up. You kept fucking it up, Chad. You kept fucking it up and you're angry. And now you have to sit at the right hand of Kevin saying, can I have your scraps? Can I have your scraps? And now I'm doing great on my own. Are you, Chad? God bless you if you are. God bless you. God bless you. Okay, and if you don't think that's pathetic, here's something. Kevin doesn't like me. I'm trying to think when I said, why doesn't Kevin like me? Because I exposed him? Because Kevin knows I'm sitting on text of him where he uses the N-word hatefully? Kevin doesn't like me because he threw a temper tantrum at Compound Media because my show was more successful than his? Kevin doesn't like me for any of those reasons? Well, I should say our show and include Aaron Berg. That was the salad days. Thank you, Sonic Rat. Oh my God, you changed your avatar. Look at that. Sonic Rat. It's fucking a little Jameson bottle. So cute. So again, chat, I mean, whatever you want, I hope. Look at this. This can't be Chad. Please tell me this is not Chad. This isn't Chad, right? This can't be Chad. This cannot be Chad. Because if Chad is literally saying your show sucks, Kevin doesn't like you, I barely go on. Oh, it's him. Okay. I'm glad your life is great, Chad. But if your life is great, why are you fucking one of 42? Hold on, let me double check the number. Why are you one of 42, 52 people watching me? Geno, make sure that's Chad. People love trolling. I hope to God it's not. I hope to God that's not Chad. But here's the thing. I don't know if it is. Look, thank you for pointing that out. You just said, like, I hope to God this isn't Chad. Because again, my frustration with Chad is Chad's a guy that let the hatred of YouTube ruin him. And don't get me wrong. Like I got there for the longest time because unlike Chad, who couldn't even hold down a job on radio, Fucking, I had a gig 8 years on fucking Compound Media. Before that, I was sitting on the Direct TV show with Artie all the time, and I was really good at it. So yeah, I fell into the hatred of YouTube, and I listened to all you dummies. And then you know what I started doing? Remembering that I'm in New York and I do stand-up and I'm around so much better things. So then you go out and you realize no one knows who people are. Like, let me tell you something. Like, no one, if I started telling people, do you know who Chad is? They'd be like, what? Chad Zumock? Yeah. I'm like, he brags that he's still past it. No one saying you're past the clubs. If you ever heard fucking a real comedian say, I'm past at more clubs than you, that's the definition of insecurity. That's the definition of a cope. That's the definition of someone saying, look at me, I matter. Chad, you don't matter in comedy anymore. You're huge in the Dabbleverse. Congratulations. Let me explain something about Gratcast. The universe provides. It gives you everything you genuinely want. And Chad, I'm sad to say that you realized that you wanted to be big in the Dabbleverse because that's all you can do. All you could. And by the way, someone told me you did another TM Zumock and predicted me and Keanu were moving in with her mother. Okay. And I forget the other thing. I can't keep up. But every time, Chad, you say, and I know you know this, I hope this isn't you because this will hurt your feelings again. Every time you say TM Zumock reports, a comedian gets their wings and laughs hysterically at you. I said hysterically. They do, Chad. Every time you do something that fucking retarded, every time you brag about the fact, you're like, TM Zumock is reporting. What are they reporting, you fucking dummy? No one's reporting anything. Stupid rumor. Chad, go outside. You live in Florida. Walk around that neighborhood with your selfie stick, for God's sake. So Chad won't understand this. Because unlike Chad, who is obedient and will do anything for money, man, Chad, this can't be you, right? Please tell me. Thank you, Mario Momo. Look, Mario Momo. All right, well, if it's sad, why are you watching? So again, Chad Zumock is so desperate for fucking money and attention and all that stuff that he thinks it's like, Geno's so bad, he keeps getting struck on YouTube. Why aren't you getting struck, Chad? Oh, because TM Zumock is covering made-up stories. Because TM Zumock said I was getting a felony charge for walking into a building that I worked for at 8 years and knew every single person in there. That's pathetic. Because he's reporting, my source. If you have any source that's obsessed with me, I guess I live in your head, Chad. God damn it, Chad. Find God. Get help. Fucking, and don't get me wrong, you better keep doing Kevin Brennan less because when you're on it, I'm in your head. And you know I'm looking at you being a fucking cuck. If I was fucking a hack like you, I would do a 5-hour stream every week called Kevin's Cuck, singular. And it would just be me watching your stupid face saying, I have to sit here 2.5+ hours to get, and you don't even know what he's giving you. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Kevin's very generous. I'm sure he gives you $100, $200. But I will never have a job, and that's what you're doing, a job, where I have to sit at someone and say, please, sir, may I have some more? He has you blocked. He has no respect for you. And you are dumb enough to tweet, Kevin doesn't like you. If you knew, okay, I'll be honest. I go to bed grumpy every night because what do I say? What do I say, Keanu? Did Kevin call? Yeah. Does Kevin like me? Does Kevin like me like he likes Chad, who has such low self-esteem that he thinks everyone's as pathetic as him? And he's like, what is going through Chad's brain when he goes, I'm going to send Geno a link to be on Kevin's show a couple months ago. He'll jump at it. I know I did. Stop it, Chad. Fucking when you're good at comedy, you can fucking make money doing it. You can live a pretty good life doing it. You can live in New York City for 20+ years doing it and still going strong, Chad. And you know why you do that? Because you're grateful for all the people that appreciate you and you don't go to people that don't. That's why it's called Gratcast. Yes, a secret agent. Where's Geno moving? I guess you'd have to go to Chad. I guess you would have to go to fucking check with TM Zumock. He made a graphic. Calling himself TM Zumock is beyond embarrassing. And if you don't get how pathetic it's gotten, every time I get an alert, Chad Zumock is about to go live with Ray DeVito. Wow. Dave Saris up, pussies. I bet his jaw wouldn't get broken by Dixon, though. Every time I look at Pat Dixon, my jaw feels better and better. He's so lost his mind. I'll leave this up, Ed. And then we'll get back to the other crybaby. But first, let's address Ed. He has so lost his mind on Adderall. And you see it. Look, and I'm sorry, I'll compare it to our friend April. Fucking you try and help them. You try and help them. You try and fucking make them face who they fucking are. And they don't. And then you wind up with a guy fucking literally saying, oh my God, he called in. Did anyone see the clip? Did you see it? He called into Melton. Oh. And Melton, he goes, you know, remember when you asked like at what was it called? Not DabbleCon. Hackamania. Thank you, baby. He goes, remember at Hackamania when I was there and you asked how many women wanted to have sex with me and no one clapped? They would have all clapped if you didn't tell people I hit women. Who cares about what? You think I'm worried about my jaw? Think I'm worried about a coward? Again, fucking he's miserable. And the only coward is him. He ran away. He left his life here, which sucked anyway. I thank God every day that I'm not a coward like Pat Dixon. Pat Dixon lied. He couldn't pay his rent for 10 fucking months. That's a fact. He fucking married that Mandy chick. She was on the lease. He couldn't pay his fucking rent. He hated women. His mother fucking diddled him. The fucking sex stories I hear about him are fucking grotesque. I'll tell you any sex story you want to know about me. They're not that creepy. They're boring. And even the fucking wild ones, whatever. He fled. Imagine hiding at your girlfriend's house and then saying, we have to move to Tennessee and live in my aunt's basement till I can find a place. That's fucking hilarious. So again, if you think I worry about my jaw when I see what he has become. Did you see the clip? And I love how people were saying this, baby. They're like, and I'll leave this up. Yeah, Pat looks like he's into some weird shit, and he looks like absolute garbage. I mean, there's a clip going around because people were telling me, oh, election night, oh, this is so great. Pat Dixon's on with Gavin and Anthony. Good for him. I love Anthony. Fucking Anthony fucking putting a good word for us. We're doing Norton shows soon. Yeah. You know? Fucking unbelievable. Anthony fucking literally was standing next to him talking about cryptocurrency. And Pat literally was sitting there like, I have no fucking money. Pat was literally saying, I have no fucking money. I wish I could afford fucking cryptocurrency. He opened up a show with that Goad guy, who's another piece of shit that apparently beat the shit out of a woman, went to jail for it. Fucking defending him. Fucking, and people are like, wow, you really should be over there. No, I shouldn't. I'm right here between my cat and my wife, and I'm fucking the most grateful man, happiest man in fucking Springfield.